Welcome to Thursday. I hope it's a good one for you. I want you to come in. Just come on in here to my little world for a moment. Let's share a thought or two. You notice the background's a little different today. It's because I'm standing in an empty auditorium. But just thinking about it, we find our place of comfort. We find our place of where we are and build our little fortress area, our defenses, or whatever you want to call it, and we find a level of acceptance, and there's where we are. But where do we go from here? It's always a good question. It's the question of every day. Even if we don't ask it, it's the question before us. So think about it for a moment. There's a story in the 13th chapter of the book of Numbers where the Israelites had made their way to the so-called edge of the promised land. And their leader Moses had sent in 13 special men into the land to check out certain areas. He told them where to go, and they went, they looked, they found fruit, they brought back a great clump of grapes to the people. Said, here's what we found in the land. When they came back, all 12 of them came back. And they said, here's what we found in the land. It truly is, as it's described, a land of milk and honey. It's a special place. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful, wonderful, fruitful place to be. And one of the men, Caleb, one of the 12, calmed the excitement of the people for a moment. He said, let's go in. Let's take the land. But the others were saying something different. While it is a wonderful place, they said, and we stand here looking, as we look at it, we recognize it's a wonderful place. And as we stand here today, I want to tell you something. There are obstacles. There are great walled cities. There are giants among the people. We're like grasshoppers among them. There are too many of them. They're vicious warrior people, and we cannot take this land. Let's get some stones, let's stone our leaders, and let's appoint some new ones, and let's go back to the place we had been in Egypt. And so they rejected the opportunity. I want to tell you, they were standing on the precipice of hope. They were standing before opportunity. They were standing with everything on their side, but they didn't know it. And they walked away from it. It took 40 years, and the death of most of the adults, everyone 20 years and over, before they would come to the land again, and this time to enter. You never know what a day is going to bring. You never know what its opportunity is going to be. You don't know what lies ahead of you even yet this day. And I guess as we rise in the morning, perhaps we ourselves are on the precipice of hope and wonder, what will the day bring? But maybe on the larger scale, we find ourselves in situations in life where we too wonder what is coming before us. Maybe we are on the precipice of hope. We look at the changes around us. We look at some of the struggles that are there. We look at government officials. We look at the season of the year. We look at so many things and we wonder what could possibly be in the future. Maybe we look with a certain level of optimism, but we'll also look at it with that degree of doubt. Which one will win? As we stand on our own precipice of hope, which one will win? For this opportunity may never be ours again. I hope that we stand on our own precipice and decide. For the good, for the hope, to follow God. God had brought them there and they doubted. And when they walked away, they would not see the land again. I want us to have hope. I want you to have hope. I want this to be a day of hope for you. I want you to realize that what lies ahead of us is nothing that we cannot challenge, that we cannot overtake, that we cannot, with the hand of God, win the day. So as we figuratively stand on our precipice, I hope that we will, there's that word, I hope that we will be like Caleb and say, the Lord's brought us here. The Lord can win the day. Let's follow the hand of the Lord. Isn't that the kind of trust we need? As I said today, I stand in an empty auditorium and the lights are out. It's dark inside. It took optimism to build a place like this. It took optimism to put in all the seating. It took optimism to say, we're going to face the future. We'll provide a place and an opportunity that people can come, where they can worship God together, where they can hear the messages that are there, where they can be the people they know God wants them to be. So today, you make your decision as you stand on your precipice today. I hope you will choose hope, for that's what God gives us. Thanks for being with me today. It is a day to look forward in optimism.